girl had just graduated high school, but all she could afford was to pick a graduation gift from a junkyard. Right there, an old rusty Beetle caught sight of her, and something inside it just clicked. As she started walking away, the Beetle panicked. It blinked its headlights and suddenly came to life, but totally forgot one major thing. It didn't even have rear wheels. Right then, a forklift pulled up beside it, stuck its forks in, and started hauling it off to the crusher. Car after car was being smashed to bits, and the Beetle missed her. Again, now, with the crusher's giant claw reaching straight for it, the poor car started shaking in fear. In total panic, it slammed its horn over and over, finally catching the girl's attention. She walked over, staring in disbelief at this old, self-honking bug. The Beetle thought, yes, she sees me. But just when it thought it had her, her eyes shifted toward a shiny green sedan up front. The junkyard owner hyped it up, complimenting her great taste, but she wasn't thinking about the car. She was thinking about how she'd start her life from scratch. Meanwhile, the Beetle sat there, watching helplessly, giving one last sad little shake, and just as fate would have it, the green car got totaled. Both the girl and the owner were left stunned. So with only $50 in her pocket, she bought the poor little Beetle. Watching her ride her skateboard so smoothly, the Beetle couldn't help but sway along. Every little move she made looked like slow-mo magic to him. She had no idea this clunky old car was about to change her life. The second her hands touched the steering wheel, a letter dropped from the glove box. Turns out the car's name was Herbie, and its old owner had written, "Herbie will help you find your way." Mei Chi, that's her name, thought it was all kind of weird but didn't think much of it. But the moment she put the key in, Herbie woke up all on its own. Without warning, it took off, dragging a screaming Mei Chi straight to a mechanic shop. Nearly flattened a poor mechanic on the way, she freaked out, ran to help the guy, only to realize it was her old middle school classmate Kevin. Kevin suggested they take the car for a spin, and they hit the streets. But halfway through, Mei Chi started getting on Herbie's nerves, and Herbie had had enough. He pulled out his best moves, showing off big time. Kevin, still thinking Mei Chi was driving, kept hyping her up. Little did he know, they were in the middle of a full-on joyride. Mei Chi slammed both feet on the floor, trying to stop the madness. Finally, Herbie came to a halt. Just when she thought things would calm down, Herbie took her to a car expo, completely uninvited. A rusty Beetle at a fancy car show? Total embarrassment for image-conscious Mei Chi. She jumped out of the car, trying to pretend she had nothing to do with it, but boom, ran into some classmates. When they asked, "Hey, is that your car?" she straight up lied. "Oh, no way. I'd never drive something that ugly." But Herbie heard everything. He honked in protest, angry and hurt. So Mei Chi yanked his horn cable out. Herbie, feeling disrespected, splashed her with oil in return. But the drama wasn't over. As soon as she changed clothes, Herbie locked onto a $1 million sports car up ahead. Without asking, he shifted gears, floored the gas, and raced right at it. Dropped his mirrors like gloves, and scratched the car with a painful, high-pitched screech. Turned out, the owner of that sports car, none other than a world-famous racing champ. People gathered around, egging them on. "Race him, come on." Mei Chi, nervous as hell, had no choice but to accept the challenge. The racer had a beast of a car, loaded and polished. Herbie just had a windshield wiper and a tank full of stubbornness. As the flag dropped, Herbie's engine, dormant for over a decade, roared to life. A cloud of smoky fire shot out the back, and just like that, the wildest street race began.